Why do you scream at me? Why do you think that it's free? It's not a choice made by me. Once we fall, soon you'll see. When I looked into your eyes, I can see we need to change our lives. Let me in, then we both win. But not knowing that you're killing me. This silence, it's building, tearing me fearfully. This silence, it's building, tearing me. I'm screaming. These walls have broken memories, but still hold all the history. One brick breaks, one cracked line, pieces crumble in my mind. But when looked into your eyes, I can see we need to change our lives. Let me in, then we both win. But not knowing that you're killing me. This silence, this building, tearing me fearfully. This silence, this building, tearing me. I'm screaming. Holes in the walls, screaming at me. Holes in your walls, screaming at me. Holes in my walls, screaming at me. Holes in the walls, screaming at me. This silence, it's building, tearing me fearfully. This silence, it's building, tearing me. I'm screaming. This silence, it's building, tearing me fearfully. This silence, it's building, tearing me. I'm screaming. Holes in the walls, screaming at night. Holes in your walls, screaming at night. Holes in my walls, screaming at night. Holes in the walls, screaming at night.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Canucks avec Guitars for Francophone friends. I'm Ben, that's Trev, that's Terry. Live Q&A because we're live. Hopefully you got some Q's and we got some A's because being Canucks, we have a lot of A's. So I want to welcome everybody coming in tonight. And yes, let's see. Who do we have in the chat already? I'm going to go right back to the beginning here. I see we've got Josh Tannenberg, Guitar Man 45, Graphite and Cigars. Ferd Burfel, Paul McNary, and the cats. Meow. They're lurking, which means the cats need the keyboard because they got something going on. Another tab. But Paul's allowed to listen at least.
Cats are ordering more treats behind Paul's back, I bet.
Probably. Billy Baloney's here. Great to see ya. Who else we got in here? Ryan Hall. Always good to see Ryan. There's Gary. That's Guitar 1952. Michael Krause. Good to see ya. Unfucking believable. Nice. Tim Thomas. Octopus Ears. Thomas Santiago. Last night's special guest, JP Page 2. That was a great show last night. I'm just saying. That was a great show. Who else we got in here? Sassy Cat. LRM Guitars. Riff. It's like I want when I open a good bottle of pop, Terry, I want to riff.
That would be funny if that actually happened in real life.
That would be your tone sodas. Riff. Dennis Ellis is here. John DeShane. Michael B. Live. BC Rich 581. James Hawking. Vince RJ. Patrick Traits. Hobo Roadie. OU812. Ryan. Good to see you. What else we got now? Richard Nagamitsu. Hope you're doing better, my friend.
Yes.
He got back from vacation just in time to catch COVID. That's
Oh, that's lovely.
better than catching it on vacation. Yes. I'm not knowing. I'm shrugging, but he would let me know. Let's see. We all talked to Charles 75N, Dr. Fabric Top, Ed DePriest.
Welcome, Ed.
That's still hot half an hour later. That's fine. That's fine. We got 46 people here. Please hit the thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe. You'll enjoy it. Do they, John? Do they? Okay. So, yes. So if you guys have any guitar, amp, pedal related questions, excuse me.
I do.
Ask away. Also, as Trev put in there, you can sned in a pick. If you want.
I'm typing that out too. Sned in the pick.
Yep.
Sned.
Well, that's perfect for lifestyle choices for this channel. Paul Leonard Ewing of Stompbox Steels in the house. Possibly one of the best databases. Or is it just? No, it's one database, but pedal database, Trev. If you want the info, the lowdown, if you will, on a pedal, go over to Stompbox Steels. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Lots of great info in there.
Trevor could have been just having.
All right, Ryan asks, does phase go in front or back? Well, if you want to play that striped music that I know you're a fan of, in front. But if you want to play that pink music that you're also a fan of, put it in the loop. Use it more. Get more out of it. Not always.
All day, all night. Welcome.
What's up, all day, all night? Good to see you. Nice. And we do have one submission so far. I'm waiting to see if we see him in the chat. Hey, Anthony, Texas Blues Alley.
Nice.
Right on.
Can you
Cool to
put
see
a
him.
wah pedal in the effects loop? You can.
Yep.
Don't
Kind of weird,
recommend
wasn't
it. I don't recommend it, but you can. I don't recommend
it? It must have happened over the time. I mean, somebody got their wah and their volume confused and threw the volume in the loop and threw the wah in the loop.
When
Well,
I didn't know
it
better.
will work. You're not going to get as much of a sweep, Trev. Post
Yeah.
That's generally why you try to keep up front, so you get more sweep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that as well too. When I first
Thank you,
was
Graf.
starting
I
out there.
appreciate that.
Long
Mesa Guitar
ago.
Guy in the house, and Randy Crooks. Randy Crooks, new owner of not one but two guitars on his trip to Texas. Before he tells me to, I'm reaching for the phone already, Randy. 'Cause we know how Randy works, Trev. When he gets a new guitar, he's like, hey, show it off.
But I can confirm that, Ben, because like I said, when I didn't know much about where to put effects, I did put a wah into a loop, and as you
Here's
said,
William.
it definitely kills the sweep.
It's more of an on-off switch at that point.
Yeah.
Wang, wang, like that.
Yeah.
Like think of Trev, U2's Elevation. You know how that it's kind of an on-off. It's wang, wang. There's no real sweep there.
Right.
So Randy, not only did he get his hand cobbled together custom acid drop, why the hell not, Charles? I think Charles has been getting into the Virgils tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Maybe even
I don't know if you knew this, Trev, but he also snagged on himself another Hamer double cut, which he's a fan of, Indonesian flavored. So this was
Not
the day after appearing on the show.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I could see how a fella gets snagged on that traveling through Texas.
Yeah, so congrats on that, Randy.
Welcome, Mr. Guitar Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and in case some people are living under a rock, Terry, can you put a link to Texas Blues Alley in the chat for folks to check out?
Yes, I can.
Because he does some awesome little
Yes.
lesson videos. As much lick videos, turnarounds, oh God, excuse me, all kinds. I like it. I saw here, Octopus Ears commented, I rolled the fingerboard edges on my Strat today, and holy hell, what a difference. Way easier to play now. Highly recommend. Yes. I have a video on my channel regarding that people seem to be checking out on a fairly regular basis. I can tell because it's always up in the analytics, Trev.
Makes sense. Nice.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
And you have now eaten one too, Ben.
Let's see here. Mace Guitar Guy says, howdy, did you guys buy your Octaver pedal of 2023 yet? Well, I got a late Christmas gift that came in this year that contained an octave, and I did receive one also from Brad Guitar Miller, the cheap bottle washer over at, can we do this right? Pedal to the Metal Guitars. Ow, this hurts my back. That's a load bearing cup. Oh, that hurt.
There we go. It is.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
No problem.
Yes, so, but I put the Year of the Octave on hold to parlay into an Explorer. So some stuff's gonna go, Trev, to make the Explorer happen. I think
I've seen a couple. That one for $1,200 isn't bad. A Gibson, but I don't think I can date that up.
If I find a black one, I'm refinishing it. I'm just saying. It's not going to be a pretty refinish, Terry, because we know how I refinish guitars.
You have the means.
Is that a dual color fade, one color into the other? No, I just ran out of paint halfway through.
I've seen people do crazy shit like that before.
Presley's California Customs. I haven't decided. I like that. You have Baritone Explorer serve an octave too. Yeah. Can you roll bound fingerboard edges? Not really. You pretty much have to sand that, file it down. It's not quite the same. Hold it for natural, Hip says. I hear that. Bo's he says be right back, so let's just wait.
When Bo says he'll be back, he will be back. I guarantee it.
Do we have some hold music that we can play?
Not like John Duchesne.
No, that might draw
2 weeks to get a coffee.
All right, that's enough.
I'd be interested in getting some opinions on an Explorer that I saw earlier.
All right, Graphite says, who sent pedal boards in? That's a good question. Let's check the mail. All right, so I haven't seen him yet.
Get a load of this.
Okay, well, Charles, thank you for the super chat.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to solo out Trev here because.
Oh,
how do you feel about that? I mean, I think it's pretty damn cool.
You know what? I would really like it if it was a native dude that did it, especially.
If you read the story, it was one of his non-native proteges. So the guy trained under an infamous native artwork dealer.
That's really cool.
And Tom coming in hot.
Oh, wow, Tom.
Tommy boy. What's up, brother Tom?
I mean, that's
That is really nicely done.
Wow.
Really nicely done.
I like the way the back is too.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I do dig that.
Did you see this part? Oh no, you can't see that because it's under my head. What do you think something like that would cost a fella?
Oh, I'd hate to think.
4K?
Yo, Mark's gas station.
$4,000.
Given the fact of it's hand carved, probably hand built.
Well, it was an original, and it was sanded down before it had carved. 2008 Gibson Explorer. So it was mahogany. It's got active EMGs, which is always a check box for me.
I'd be snagging them out immediately upon reception and then forwarding them off to Trev so he can do whatever.
All of your EMGs, man.
Yep.
To me, the craftsmanship that went into that easily.
Pretty awesome. I mean, being a
you know what I'd find for that, Trev? You know, some of those weird custom pickups that have like the wooden bobbins?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. Some pickups with wooden bobbins to try to just blend in. Because I understand that's probably why it has the EMGs too, right? Because it doesn't take away from the carving work.
Just something neutral.
Billy Maloney says, I have a chisel and a hammer. I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Patrick Trice says guitars shouldn't need batteries. What about guitars with lasers? They need batteries.
You're right. But there's a way where you can have a USB port and be done with it for 5 years, I think, anyways, on something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Fishman already does that.
I think it's a couple $100 though to buy that little pack, and it's about 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches, and you'd have to mount it somewhere in some cavity.
Or are you
and it won't
that
fit.
there's a
I measured it out for this, and this is not big enough to put the rechargeable thing in there. So I have to live off of the.
Well, what you do is you just do some internal carving, so you kind of chamber it, make a little pocket for it, but without an extra cover, right? You have it so it's off the existing covers.
I'm not ready to start taking a hammer and a chisel to the number one.
Oh, come on, you would not be the first one to carve up an Explorer.
It's only been a year. Give me a couple more years, and maybe we'll put some holes in this.
Wait till you have the end. Yeah, both horns are all dinged off and stuff.
I would rather do a dry run and make my own Explorer take body.
Bow's back.
Well,
Octopus
I do not.
Good question.
Octopus Ears says, what do you guys use to lube your nut? I don't.
With the locking tuners on this, I mean, it's pretty tight.
All right, Trev, put it this way. Do you have a guitar with a trim that's not locking? Because that's the only time you would lube the nut. No.
Well, that's not locking. You go snips, and this one doesn't lock. It could probably use it, but that's just
not locking with a trim, though, Trev. With a trim. That's why you would lube the nut.
Fair enough.
That's, basically, we're talking a Strat style.
Don't do that.
Terry, do you lube the nut on your Strats? What do you use?
Use two methods.
Okay.
Pencil shavings or the pencil carbon is the one.
Graphite
the
dust.
other one,
which, like Anthony had said.
That, yes. OU82 chapstick.
Okay. I will use graphite if I do. Which I also will do quite often if I've got a burr bridge, start breaking strings on a Tune-O-Matic style bridge. I'll just sit there and just roll a pencil in there.
Yep.
Also, I have done, but generally forget. That's why I say I don't lube my nuts, because I always forget. 3-in-1 oil.
Yeah,
I've had a can of 3-in-1 oil like basically my entire life.
Yeah, anything that has any type of little bit of lubricated slippage to it would work fine in a nut groove.
Probably something less viscous, I think. You don't want something that's going to run around and then start
No,
moving.
it's literally just a micro drop. Just
Something like a booger.
Yeah.
What's up, Blackjack?
Hey,
Welcome, Kurt.
Blackjack? Yeah, I was going to say like KY jelly / Vaseline. And that might be a little too slick and a little too...
I wouldn't I wouldn't use anything petrol. Well, I say anything petroleum based after using 3-in-1 oil. No, but that where we'll sit and goo, and the 3-in-1's very light. It's gonna just wick. And
yeah.
Like I said, and you're doing basically one, like a drop of water size drop. Trev would do all 6 nut slots. You know, because you're just basically just trying to wick a bit out. Unicorn P, yeah, that's a good one. I find it affects the tone a little in the way I don't like, though.
Aquaglide.
Oh, Billy. Billy and I are going to have so much fun at Cosmo. Tone Dragons here from Ponoka, Alberta. I have no idea where that is, but I'm guessing they don't have more than a half dozen traffic lights.
It's infamous for Ponoka. I know where Ponoka is. It's north.
You notice that, Terry? He's like, it's infamous for kind of trails off. I know what it is. That's kind of 2 admissions right there.
It was one of those places they'd send you off to if you needed to wear the sleeveless coat for a while.
Yes.
So, I mean, growing up in Alberta, there used to be settle down or we're going to send you to Ponoka kind of comments from the folks.
All right. Oh, we do have some pedal board submissions. So Todd Deers, who is not here to defend himself, so we're going to do Todd's pedal board. So maybe if Todd's watching on replay, he sent this in after last week's show. That's how that works. That's why we didn't show it off last week. Wow, that's holy crap. Okay, so we got three rows. Well, 2.5. What's an Octa Switch? God damn. That thing looks like something from NASA for the Apollo years. All right. Oof to May. So we've got TC Electronics Polytune. Sure. LPD Soleil Fuzz. Awesome. And bonus points because it's an LPD product. We got what's that? Who makes the drop? Digitech make the drop?
Yes.
All right, so they're all the fun of a 7-string without having to own or play a 7-string.
Pretty good within a couple of half steps.
Morley Dragon 2, probably some form of wah that does stuff because it's got also knobs and extra buttons and sure.
Yeah, I think
then we've got the
distortion /
freaking Octa Switch system that looks space shuttle-y. That's oh my god, that's digitals. Okay. It's got a little, going out of the wah into the switcher, the little LPD Pedals IMP buffer. Smart. We got an LPD product. I don't know what it is. What? Oh, come on. What's that say? It doesn't. It's green, though. Wait. Nope. I know what it is. Never mind. It's a modern classic before they were called a modern classic. Do I know it? I got it. Whew. Based on I'm like, what's a clean and a gain? Oh, wait, I know what that is. Haha. Then we got a Coca-Pelli with a level of fat in the drive. Unbranded. Sure. Oh, then up top, we got an LPD Deluxe. Wow, he's got as much LPD shit as we do. 74 Deluxe and an 87 Deluxe. So he's got all the Deluxes. Yep.
Now he needs that Dutch Deluxe.
And I love this because it's perfect for the spitefulness factor, Trev. And then post-gain, let me remind you, post-gain, we have an EVH phaser. Post-gain.
Oh, jeez.
He's bucking the trend, right?
Oh, I swear he built this just for the show. Into an LPD reverb, LPD delay, and then for some reason LPD chorus right at the end. I don't know what the deal is with that. Like it was adding it in post. And then some other little Lawrence Petros design little buffer thing. I don't even know what that is. Wow. Okay, so Todd Deers has been a fan of the LPD products for a long time. And this thing is just fucking gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nicely laid out. Excellent cable management.
Yep. Come on, focus for the folks. What if I go
Focus.
right in close? There we go.
There you
Oh,
go.
there, look at that. Now you got it.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
like that. That's what it was. Trev. I was like, what is that? Oh, come on. There it is.
Mystery pedal.
And then all the deluxes up top. And then there's this little LPD device. I was like, what's that? What's that?
It looks
tucked
like
in
a
there? Little
looks
line
like a
driver.
line booster.
Yeah. Who knows?
Or conditioner.
Oh, and then we got and then up top, up on a shelf, we got one of those Blue Guitar Amp 1 things from Thomas Blug.
Right on.
Some kind of
Sure, you're
angle
right.
switching thing for it looks like for an angle amp. Some other color that's stored back in there.
I
Okay.
knew it. As soon as you said dragon, I know what that is now. And that's what I thought it was. It's
Ooh,
the
excuse me.
Immortal Series George Lynch Dragon 2 Wah.
I believe you, Terry. It's a buffer, I believe. Unbelievable says, and I believe him. Toad Dragon wants an LPD pedal. I get it.
Sweet Jeebus, and that's not a cheap pedal.
All right, so that's the pedal board normal as opposed to what? Then we got the Murray Marsh pedal board. What? Let's just make sure they're different or not. He might have two pedal boards, Trev.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
You're a buffer. Hey, Boomster.
Cheers, man.
Hey.
Yes, Marshall Murray. I'm aware. I'm waiting for the last one. Just doesn't want to download the last 1% for some reason. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. What's going on? All right, but is that the same one I saw the first one? Nope, they're two different boards, I think. All right. What do we got here? Oh, this would be like basically. I'm looking at an Earthquaker board. We got a. What's that say? Something Zimitis. Sure. Oh, he's got all the lights taped over too. He hates the blue lights. He's got tape over all the lights, Trev.
Oh.
We got a special cranker. Okay. We got a C machine. We got a Grand Orbiter. Nice. I've been interested in one of them. Dispatch Master. Sure. Aqueduct. Sure. Then we got the RC1 loop station from Boss. And we got up top a Waza tuner. Voodoo Labs Pedal Power 3. Sure. Into flight case style pedal board assembly. It looks nice. Clean.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
The symmetry on that is amazing. Just
Yeah,
saying.
and as let's see if we can focus in. Come on, all the tape. Come on, this is killing my arm. See all the tape over the lights.
Blue tape to cover the blue lights.
I like it.
How
All
apropos.
right, now the other one that's upside down. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. Can a fella save image? Go to my photos. Go here. Edit. Flip a view. Flip. Done. I said done. Thank you. Now, so for the final pedal board of the evening, again, doesn't like lights. Okay, lights are too bright for my eyes. I'm sensing that, Murray. We have a pedal that I can't really make out. Oh wait, no, I can. Reaper, something Reaper. It's a double pedal. Okay. Then we got an organizer, which is an octave. Then we got a JHS, looks like a penguin on there, so I assume it's called the Penguin. We got a, but it's a rainbow machine because I know I got one. Then we got the space spiral, sure. Astral Destiny, which must be new because it's not taped up, or he just doesn't use it. And at the top we got the Depths, which is okay. This is going to some power source off camera, because all I can see is a loom going through the handle. which I'm thinking he used the lid off one pedal board or something. It seems like I don't know. But here we go.
Yeah, that one's really
Easy.
nicely done as well, too.
Focus.
Come on. Jesus.
It's more physio.
Way in. Show off a Rainbow machine. Nope.
No.
Nope. Yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
there. Yeah,
Wow,
that's really well. That's
Oh,
very cleanly laid out.
It's a JHS Emperor Chorus Vibrato. Thank you, Anthony. Whew.
Right on, Kurt.
Thank you, Kurt. And we got Lee.
Tonight, brother.
Yeah, what's Kurt cooking? Well, other than cooking up some laughs, with the rest of the guys there on Wednesday night, Trev. I'm just saying, part of the End of the Bus Network.
Under the book.
Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. I do appreciate that, my friend.
So it went for a link, but then we don't want to link to Kurt's channel again. We want
I would. It gets all blurry as well due to lack of bandwidth, John. Otherwise, I would do a share screen thing. Excuse me. So we shall do more pedal boards next week. Also, I agree, Terry. Let's thank the patrons over from Patreon because they don't have toques in the chat. Well, some do. And you too can become a patron over on Patreon. There we go. And part of the benefit package is you get a shout out. So I'd like to shout out LRM Guitars, T. Ricky, Guitar Man 45, Cousin Todd Flowers, Doug Strong, Randy Crooks, Mo Mahogany, Fruitcake Tony, Blackjack Guitar, Keith H., Paul McNary and the Cats, Other Left, Bird Burfle, JP Page 2, John ZD351. Use your words, Ben, and your letters and your numbers. Ben Tom, Jeff K, Symmetry, Gear Junkie 35, Charles Green, Unfucking Believable, Charles 75N, Hot Rod Josh, and Mr. Anderson 89. Yep. Appreciate it. Lee says, I want to redo the order. Should I make a new one? Without remembering the board, but I think that's the board. I think it's the board. Yes. Yes.
Wasn't he the guy with the tuner in the middle?
Yes. I think. Yes, the pedal board that shall not be named. Nobody should have a reverb second.
Did we name that?
Let's only have two pedals. I don't care if it works for you. It's wrong. Sorry, but it's wrong. We love Lee, but we're here to help.
I hear you, Randy.
It'd be funny to reverb into a rat into the front of the amp. That'd be all something strange.
Yeah, no reverb second, Lee. You see, yeah. Lee, that took me a month to forget about until you brought it up. I was still, oof, that would give me chills randomly up until about a week and a half ago. I'm just saying. Oh. Yeah. Fuzz into reverb is a thing. Sure, as long as there's nothing else after that in the chain.
Jeff K, welcome.
What's up, Jeff K?
Very different time.
Weird can be cool, Tone Dragon. It's a new thing. Okay. Call me old. Astral Destiny is one of the few Earthquaker pedals that doesn't burn my retinas. Ah, okay. Yeah, some of those blue lights are bright.
Yeah,
I know.
on that,
Because I have several on down there right now.
On that Lucha Fuzz, that I had won way back in 2013. The blue light on that thing, you'd swear it was like a laser beam for NASA.
I've got several
like-
lights. And
Oh,
some are, they're obviously hooked up to tap or a tempo bass. So I've got several, that works too. Trev.
Trevor's got the right idea. Yeah.
There's
Some
Brad
of the pedals,
Guitar Miller.
That's exactly
Damn,
what you
pops. Brad, I was giving you a plug earlier, not only in the ticker, but we're using your portable molten lava machine where I made a cup of tea like an hour ago. It's still hot. Oh yeah, that's hot.
need. So
I appreciate that, Bo. I saw that. I appreciate that very much.
Apparently, he's now upgraded his citizenship to be U.S. Canadian.
Yep. Yeah, if you go with a high enough level, you too. Honestly, you have dual citizenship. Honest. What's up, Scott Brockway?
Wouldn't that be funny? But I upgraded on this YouTube channel, so I have dual citizenship.
Here's
I
Ben
should
Rummer.
be
He
able
said
to-
it'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Or even better, I'm an honorary water buffalo. Oh,
You definitely have to have some reverb. I agree, Lee. Just put it at the end. Last.
oh, Scott
I
Brockway.
got 2 reverb valves on my amplifier. I barely use.
Oh, I could go for some tacos, Scott. Thank you for mentioning that. It's fine.
Did tacos a few nights ago. Got a leftover chunk of roast beef. But I can-
Sure, Tom. I'm eating spicy tacos.
Nice. The V5 of the Fret Rockers will be live later tonight. Nice. Do I have my prop handy? Wow.
Oh, nice.
Right on. Oh. I grab it, Brad, but it's out of reach, and I hurt my back again.
Yes, we have great tacos in Canada. We have some pretty cool places, actually.
Yeah, you just got to hunt for them.
We get a lot of different types of food.
Taco Bell does not count, Terry.
No. There's Taco
I
Fino.
definitely
there's,
was not
Chronic
even thinking
Tacos.
Taco Bell.
There's Taco Fino's got a couple of trucks. You can get them on the trucks.
I prefer to. I prefer to get my Mexican food from a wheeled kitchen as opposed to a permanently fixed.
Someone
kitchen.
authentic with a truck is doing it right. You can get a lot of good stuff that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right on.
Josh made it. Apparently, his daughter is done talking to his sister.
Nice.
Right on.
I read the comment, Josh, before the show.
I was gonna say Trevor's in the area where actually fresh seafood and fresh fish. So like fish tacos I've heard in British Columbia are like some of the best fish tacos you can get anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Fish tacos do roll. Can't remember the last time I had fish tacos.
In the last 6 months.
Question from Charles75M. What do you do when your strats get jealous of your tellies asking for a friend? Fondle them. Caress them.
See, for me, if the guitar complained to me, it'd be sold.
Put some
Get out.
time. Put some time in. No, some guitars demand attention. Trev.
Well, if it did, and I mean, it was an attention that was warranted, then you wouldn't have been thinking about selling it.
Well, that's an option too. Josh just says, yeah, sell the Strat to get more tellies.
Then it's going to be the tellies that are just, jealous all the time. Strat's better.
But yeah, spend some time with the Strat.
I have got that.
If nothing else, to remind yourself how much you love tellies.
I
Ooh.
think
All right,
Part of your
Dennis
deal.
Ellis. What's the best bang for the buck on power supplies? Got effects? What? Might as well try putting a board together. Yep. Go on the Jungle website. Sort by cheapest.
I'm just laughing at Billy's comment. Do
I prefer to
Canadian
go to
tacos
stores.
have fries and gravies?
I mean, I got this one. I think it was a couple $100, but it's got 6 lines, and they've all got a toggle switch for what voltage you want to feed, and there's a couple, different
A
current
couple
draws.
$100.
2 500, 2 200s, and 2 100s.
Yeah.
$50 off the Jungle website, and I didn't have to get my ass out of the chair. Well, I did to pick it up.
But if it doesn't work, then it's a big pain in the ass. I'd rather spend an extra $100 and not have to worry about that. If it screws up, I'm taking it to the
For an
place.
extra $100, I can buy 3 more and see if they work.
Yeah.
This is
not
I've
very
got several of these.
environmentally
Like the Donner ones. They're isolated. They do the
what can I
deal.
say? I'm old. I just hate buying things on the internet. I want to go to a store and buy my stuff. So
See you, Ryan.
Yeah, see you, Ryan.
adios, amigo.
John says no comment. Yeah, but John, you like the finer things in life too, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, bang for the buck, right there. Bang for the buck.
Yeah, there are decent pedal power supplies for I think around 40 to 50 on the Jungle.
That was $50 with a coupon, so it took it down to like 47. Scott says they say they're isolated, but they aren't really. Again, I've never had a problem. I've never had a noise issue.
I bought a noise gate because I was running some daisy chain and it was noisy. And then as soon as I got the one spot and hooked it up, all of a sudden I really only need the noise gate if I'm doing something silly.
Hey, Braxton.
With the amplifier really loud. Otherwise, I don't have it on much anymore. A huge difference in noise going
What's up,
to
Billy G, Guitar Man, and Braxton?
Power supply.
I will also say Outlaw does that cool combination tuner and power supply. So it's got half a dozen ISOs out.
When I was looking, I saw a couple that came with USB ports. So you could just plug in your USB and charge your phone or your tablet or your whatever, too, just right off your pedal.
The one power supply I got, Trev, has two or more. It's got several 120 outlets right on the top of it. So I actually have 2 power supplies daisy chained, so I only have to use one outlet.
Yeah, I think I was looking at something similar on Amazon.
Why does Boss Pedals say only use Boss power supply? Because traditionally they were reversed. Like they had instead of a positive tip, they were negative. Like they were reversed.
Reverse polarity.
Yeah, they were reverse polarity, and they didn't run at 9 volts. They actually ran at like 12, I want to say, for some reason. You guys spend up to $1,000 on pedals and use a $59 power supply? Yep.
Not me. I don't have like thousands of dollars in pedals.
It's not like I spent $1,000 on a single pedal. Yes, the jack's different as well. Yeah, the old ones were 12. Thanks, Scott. I thought so.
Mind you, though, I could see the opposite. You buy some super high-end, high-efficient, pedal power supply and then run a bunch of, those Azor, under $50 pedals off of it. That would be hilarious.
Right. Yeah, I'm also running, basically off of right from the wall. I'm not running through a conditioned power, clean power to begin with. So,
well, if
again,
you start off looking at, you say your friend, hey John, what power supply should I get? He's like, oh, you got to get the Seacox thing. And you start looking, it's like $400. Yeah. What else is there? Oh, there's this Voodoo Labs. That's like $300. But you know what? A couple $100. That's little one spots can do just fine. I think I got it when it was on sale, for 20 or 30% off. Came with all the connectors and wires and shit I need for all the parts.
Yep.
Oh, there, Martin Murray said, out of the pick, I had an MXR brick.
That's one of where we saw all the cables just trailing off.
I saw those. They weren't very expensive, but I was...
Braxton, so the Boss pedals, you have to use a different power cut. The modern ones, I think, are fine. I think. I don't know. I've always just run my Boss
Thanks,
pedals
Bill.
off. Like my old ones, I'd run off battery, or they would work on a daisy chain style, but not isolated. They won't work isolated unless you up it to like 12 volts, I think. I can't remember. I mean, I don't use Boss pedals that often anymore. So.
That's all I got. Besides from the Strobos, Tom.
You can get away with a simple power.
Exactly. Anthony says you can get away with a simple power supply until you get that one. Yeah. Like, notoriously, Pogs really like, they have to have isolated power. They do not play well with others. For Anthony, it was the source of audio EQ, digital noise when sharing a power supply with any other pedals. Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, as long as it works and doesn't ruin your gear. That's all I say.
Yeah, that's just it, right?
Michael B says my digital Boss pedals act really funny if daisy chained. Yeah, see, whereas my old CE2 wouldn't work isolated, it liked daisy chained for some reason. Worked fine daisy chained.
Didn't want to be.
Now, when I daisy chain, I got the one spot that's the 1500 milliamp, into powering. Like I power because I always keep an eye on the milliamps on the pedals. I powered like 8 pedals off that thing.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. But use what you want. Yeah.
T-Rex fuel tank. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say I've heard of that.
Yep, they're good. I've heard of them. A little more money. T-Rex stuff isn't exactly cheap.
Yeah.
What's up, Mark Taft?
Hey, Mark.
Mark,
Enjoying your new pedal board.
He is. He was on the Buffalo meeting there for an hour, maybe 2 hours, Trav? An hour or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be enjoying it. Good. Tom. All right. Jerry F. What's up, my friend? I'm running a Les Paul Supreme, not a Taco Supreme, Les Paul Supreme, into a 48 DSL combo with 75-watt greenback and smoking a Tropicana cookies right now, guys.
Ooh, nice.
Cheers.
Lester Pulfus into a Marshall with a handheld forest fire. Perfect.
That's fantastic.
Charles with the kind words. King of the roadies. Well, I guess Charles figures that's based on, the fact he had to deal with me.
He's the king of the roadies.
Right, Boomer? Yeah, some stay and some never to return. Yeah, and then there's some that you take off, but you keep it handy because that's still your control. That if this isn't better, it's going back on. And then, yeah, been there.
That reminds me, that's a model that Gibson hasn't put out in a while.
What? The Supreme?
The Supreme/Supreme-O.
Yeah, we'll see.
Handheld forest fires.
I think the same thing.
Fuzz Comp OD delay.
Get that swirl so it doesn't have all the sugar in the bottom.
Thinking about that, and I definitely can get that, what Octopus Ears is saying. Fuzz into a compressor.
Yep.
That definitely would add a...
Well, I would definitely not run a compressor into a fuzz. Because a fuzz is all about dynamics, and the compressor will take away all the dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But yeah, definitely.
I've never heard of it though until now. So
Yeah. Huh. Terry, do you have a favorite compressor?
I only ever had one compressor, and that was back when I was first starting to play guitar. And I can't remember if I got it out of the local music store or out of the local hawk shop, and it was one of those Aryan plastic from the 80s compressors slash limiter. And while I didn't totally understand it at the time, I did like it.
Oh, okay, we'll get to that in a moment, Charles. I want to welcome our new channel member, Scott Brockway.
Yeah, welcome, Scott.
Awesome sauce. Welcome back, Scott, I should say.
I can't believe that his channel membership expired already.
He might have got one of those gifted ones that were expiring about now.
Well, that's what I mean. I was one of the ones that gifted them. Yeah, that's
Right.
I said
Okay. That was like a month ago, so that's kind of a blur.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we've given out, gifted out so many memberships. Trevor, me, and various other.
Well, it was crazy. At one point, just for a day or two, we had 96 channel members.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Love, good to see you. Says, great show with Jim last night. Watch it earlier. Is Jim often in the chat? Cheers. Yep.
Yeah, he was here
He
earlier.
was in here earlier. He generally says hello at the beginning, and then if something comes up, he'll comment. But he's just hanging back listening. Jim's probably here. Excuse me. JP page 2 in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Wampler Ego Comp never leaves Anthony's board. I don't know. I've got the Keeley compressor, which I fall in love with. I've never been able to really dial in the compressor
Well,
the way I really want it to
the
sound.
membership bandit has struck again.
Oh,
Jim Cox.
Yeah.
Congrats, Joe.
awesome,
Hurley,
Jim. Thank you.
William De
We
Silva,
got
Joseph D'Angelo,
Oh,
Joe
well.
Alba, and
Andy
Andy Carson.
Joe Hervey. Nice.
Right on.
Graphite Cigar says, I always have a compressor on. I was going to say, is that because you're an HVAC guy?
Mine leaks a little air, so I unplug it during the show so it doesn't keep hammering.
Oh, Doug Strong,
Strong,
is
right on.
upgraded.
Awesome, Doug. Thank you. And welcome. Got the kids to sleep at a decent time. Joe Hervey's just letting us know he's always here. He was lurking. What's up, Kid Shred? That's awesome,
Yeah.
Doug. Thank you. Okay, yeah, with the mix. I'm curious about that. Yeah, I've tried to set up compressors, and
God, Scott.
I remember talking to a buddy of mine, quite the chicken picker. He used to go down to Nashville just for songwriting. Trev, you'd spend a week in Nashville songwriting because you can book appointments with songwriting people, including you end up sitting down a few times, I believe, with Vince Gill and doing some jamming and songwriting with Vince. And I asked him, how do you set up a compressor? He said, you just dime everything on it. Just dime it all. Get yourself a Boss CS2 and just dime everything. Didn't work for me. So, I don't know. I think I need one of those simple, like a Dynacomp, one knob compressor. I think that's what I need, the idiot's compressor.
It's a whole bunch of members laying down there.
Joseph D'Angelo. I think Joseph joined in on one of the Buffalo meetings.
There you go. Got a couple more tickets coming this way.
I think. Speaking of which, I think tentatively we're doing the next Water Buffalo meeting Wednesday of next week.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday after Easter.
Yes. On this coming Sunday, we're doing a group hang for Easter. So far, Bo's the only confirmed person. Caroline, Hot Mushroom. Okay. Bo is still trying to figure out the head rush that he unboxed on Saturday. It's now Monday. See, I'm out. It's 2 days and he's still confused. No, I'm out.
So to those that are wondering,
Donnie Comp is noisy and has a certain tone. I think
April
myself
12th.
that's a little noisy. It's okay though. Oops, that just jumped right ahead. Billy Baloney says, has anyone seen Bukovac's videos with Vince Gill? That guy owns everything. He does. I like how all the acoustics are on display, Trav, and they're like, wait, you got any electrics around here? He just opens the drawer and there's a burst just sitting in the drawer. Jerry F says compressors are nice on leads, but don't use much on chord structures. Sure. I can understand if you're not a very consistent strummer, it'd be a good idea to have it on, again, just to even everything out.
Yep.
Sure.
Now, one little bit of info I heard recently was Gibson is apparently putting the price of their Les Paul standards up.
I'm not surprised. Everybody's raising prices.
Yeah.
Have you priced an Epiphone lately, Terry?
Well, yeah, I know. I've seen the prices of the Epiphones. We were talking about that.
Yeah, like literally, we're down to
5-6 weeks back.
What? $300 between, let's say, a signature model Epiphone or the Tribute, the Gibson Les Paul Tribute, which is their bare minimum, well, we'll call it a Lester Paulfus model. $300. Come on. I know. Who cares if the pickups are crappy, Trev? Oh, fine, I'll upgrade the pickups. It still says Gibson on the headstock, so if I decide to sell it, I'm going to get way more for that thing used than you will for a used Epiphone. I don't care what it is.
You would think.
Yeah.
And we've seen some Explorers around the $1,200 mark.
Yep. Yeah, like Trevor's. The Prophecy
even
line
more
is
in
all
line
around
than that
1200.
was, where is it? Maybe it's gone.
I was going to say the Epiphone modern LPs go for like around 9. The line like what Trevor has, the Prophecies is around 12. Same thing around the same thing as the 59 Epi that's done by
It may be BC Rich. He says maybe it'll bring back domestic brands a little bit more about it cost. It could, hopefully.
And then like you said,
Johnny Love says, I wonder if they'll start doing a nitro finish on the Epiphones at some point. You know what? I was thinking that, like, especially for let's say if it's a signature model, Terry, like the Joe Bonamassa shot with nitro gold top, so it'll turn green after 10 type thing. Because it's not like it doesn't seem like the Chinese really care when it comes to environmental laws, So you think they'd have no problem shooting nitro.
Yeah, that's true too. And I was gonna say, I think way back in the day, I think there was a special run of Epis that were nitro finished, but it was like 100.
It could be though. I don't know what's easier to shoot. Like possibly poly has way less wet sanding involved, to get it smooth, whereas you get way more orange peel, say, with a nitro finish.
Yeah.
So again, because the biggest cost in building a guitar is labor. So yeah, and then what are you're gonna be paying? What, pushing $2,000 American for a nitro painted Epi? Spend a couple $100 more or less, and you're into a Gibson. So I don't know.
Michael Kraus, does poly dry a lot quicker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Poly-
yes. Well, it's weird because it's like nitro dries, but then it still cures, right? Beyond
Yeah.
drying. It's weird that way. You know what I mean? Like, Terry, it's got that initial.
It gases
The gas
differently
is,
than say the
yeah,
poly or an oil finish. Like with the few refins that I've done
yeah.
over the years, poly is quick drying. Urethane, ugh, urethane. If you don't lay it right, it can easily screw up. So when you talk about like that, you've left the nozzle in the one area long, and it leaves that nice big round streak from the
Yeah.
spray pattern. You almost have to literally strip that back and
Yeah,
restart
take it
again.
right down.
Yeah,
What's up, Sky Prop?
and oil certain oil finishes will dry quicker as well.
Yeah, Marshall Murray, kind of. Yeah, nitro never dries completely or something. No, it's always gassing or curing, sort of like glues.
Yeah,
Most
Yeah.
glues are always curing to the point where then it just turns to dust. You know.
yeah.
Traditionally, I don't know about maybe some modern glues. I don't know, Trev, but traditionally that's the way I've always learned. The glue is always curing. Until like
Right on.
Hi,
it
Robert.
goes. Robert Ranford.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one Solange product that they came out with about 4 or 5 years ago. It's almost like a super fast curing poly kind of resin kind of finish that cures under UV light like instantaneously.
Exactly, Michael Gross, always gassing off like a Harbor Freight store. Yep, exactly.
There's someone that eats a lot of Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's like if you crack open the guitar case and you get a bit of a vanilla smell, that's the paint gassing off.
Oh, that was funny, that April Fool's joke, wasn't it? The Gibson lacquer cologne. Now you can smell like a Gibson.
Yep. Smart mammal. Tom said he's glad he paints his own guitars. Tom, you have to paint your own guitars. You rot the paint off guitars. You don't have, otherwise yours are all just bare. What's up, Matthew? We'll go a little bit longer here, folks. Jerry F says they should make Epiphones in USA and affordable. That's impossible.
Yep.
Unless you're paying someone. Basically, put it this way: to build the Epiphone at the same price in the U.S. and sell it at the same price, you got to pay the labor the same as you're paying the Chinese labor. And I don't think guys are going to build guitars for like $1.50 an hour. I don't think they're going to do it.
No. Well, hell, even I think probably like the best pay they probably get over there is probably $3 an hour.
Exactly. That's why it's the cost of the hardware in the woods isn't the biggest factor. That's negative. Even if that's twice as much, it's still negative. It's labor. Labor is the cost.
Yep.
Man hours.
Yep. Hey, it's a flip the side.
Flipside music in the house. Did you know, Terry, they no longer boast having 1,000 pedals in stock at any time?
Oh, no.
No, it's 1,100 now.
Oh, jeez.
Which totally reminds me, I totally forgot to message Dylan on Friday, and it's now Monday. I'm supposed to message him about a part number.
Hey, they can boast about having 2 locations now, too.
Sadly.
Sadly to say, but...
Well, they're busy dealing with tree cops right now. LRM says built guitars on license plate line. They pretty much do. They're built on assembly line. Yeah, I see what you did there, Tom.
Yeah, that's basically what the previous owner of...
Okay, 1,500 now. 1,500 now.
Oh, wow. 1,500. Jeez.
I believe the term you look for there, Tom, is harvest. Harvest. Just cut it down.
And actually, Billy Baloney is correct. They do make U.S. Epiphones.
Yep.
The Epiphone Casino.
Well, and they have a few acoustics that they're making out in Bozeman, I believe. That's what they're using the Bozeman plant for. Including, I just
Frontier.
I saw the Chris Stapleton Frontier model there with the dual pick-em-up guards, which I kind of dig. The big dual pick guard, it worked, especially on that thing. And man, that guy plays hard. I knew Chris gives her, but Trev, he likes to pick down near the bridge. And he's saying he's wearing off the bridge, not the saddle. The actual wood of the bridge is getting worn off where he keeps hitting it. I'm like, wow. Yeah. It's the Johnny A model made in the U.S. That I'm not sure on, Michael Krause.
Find that while we're at the end of things.
Anything there. Yeah, it was a nice looking guitar though. They don't make the Epiphone 59 and lefty? What? Really? I'm rather shocked at that. Billy doesn't think it is. And it's great to see Billy in the chat. Apparently he had issues in the chat last night. I don't know what happened, dude. I saw that afterward. I'm like, what? Huh?
Well, there is a Gibson Custom Shop limited edition Johnny A. So it would be American if it's that one, but I do know I think there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we got it. We got a cool question. I like this one. William De Silva asks, if y'all won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first piece of gear you look for? Trev, what are you snagging? What's the first piece of gear you're snagging?
It's going to say Friedman on it.
Okay. So Trev's going to snag on a Friedman amp. Terry, what's the first thing you're snagging on? You win the lottery.
God, that's tough.
Billy. Gotcha.
Probably. I don't know. You answer and let me think about it for a few more minutes.
Mine's pretty easy. Trev? I'm still getting an Explorer.
There you go.
But we're getting an OG 58 Explorer. You know, because we won the lottery. Mazel. Because I figured the lottery isn't just, you didn't hit 5 of the 6 numbers. We hit all the numbers. So we can throw $1 million down on a guitar.
Yeah.
Well, that's a given too, LRM. The cocaine and hookers, that's a given.
Thinking about it now, yeah, it would probably be like a V.
I bought a Neve console and I have no idea how to use it. It came in boxes, Trev. I'm so screwed. How many boxes? 83. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 175 would be on the list of guitars, Charles, but the first one would still be an Explorer. It'd be like a 58. Or whatever one straight, we'll go down to Nashville to all the old stores, Trev.
I was just going to say.
We'll go around, we'll play, who knows? We might find us, an early 70s reissue that we like. I don't know. But, I'll be, saying, here, put out feelers, and can someone get in touch with Uncle Rick there outside of Chicago? Because we know he's got all the Explorers, so.
See, there'd probably be a multitude of guitars being bought.
It'd be a guitar safari for sure. Because
in no particular order, I guess, depending on how you found them. I wouldn't mind getting me one of those Hetfield snake bites. I think they're like $4,000 or something.
Yep. I would definitely get. if I could find it, that 57 Telly I played in Nashville with the V-neck. Because that thing just, you know, rather than say an actual 53, I want that 57 that I played because it was flipping amazing.
Right.
Hardtail Strat would be on my list. DS 175 would be on the list. Some form of electric 12 string. Actually, a couple. Probably. Hey, Matthew Stewart. A baritone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it would be hard to pick one specific one. I was thinking about it further, and I would probably look to buy something for my birth year of 73.
Ooh. One of those Fender 6s. As well as a baritone. But one of those Fender 6s. You got to have one of those Fender 6s.
Yeah.
Mark Taft wants a Les Paul Black Beauty. Sure, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and of course, and Trev, I would have a 59 burst just to have one. Well, actually, I'd go with a 60, so it's a thinner neck. All the Dano, like, well, there would be a couple vintage Danos, maybe, if the price is reasonable. You know, like the Dano baritone, it's got that sound because it's got the single coils.
Oh, nice.
You'd have to play everything to find out what you really want. That's true, Billy.
That's an excellent philosophy.
Guitarman 45 says he was looking at FMT Fender or gold foil.
The FMTs are nice. Ask Randy Crooks. He's got one. Loves it.
Actually, Anthony's got, I think, a special run telly.
Like the evil 80s takeover. I buy Dane Electro just to close them down. Just to shelve them.
That'd be Ben. I bought this company to sell these damn guitars at the right prices. The base model will be $59.99.
No, the problem is, Terry, because it's you buy Dane Electro, but since I refuse to have a Dane Electro sell for more than $250 new, they're like, but it's costing us $400 to build them, and you're selling them for $250. Like, I don't care. No Dane Electro should sell more than $250 new. Well, we got to at least start building them outside of North America. We can't be like it's now. It's no deal.
Ben's the new CEO of UPS. Oh God.
No.
That'd be like somebody buying Gibson, walking into Gibson and saying, "Okay, we're gonna sell base model Les Pauls, Les Paul Studios for like $500.
You buy the Murphy Lab. I'm buying the Murphy Lab. It's now the Ben Lab. I'm just saying. You want something? Murphy might still be doing the relicking. It's now Ben's Lab.
Yeah, why buy a Murphy Lab when you can get a Ben's Lab at a fraction of the price?
It's basically the same guitar with smaller frets. No guitar will leave the shop with jumbo frets.
And all the modding's done with crappy tire products.
So why is there a kill switch in this? Because and random pinup girl decals on every guitar, and they're not even in the same place or the same decal.
Oh my God!
This week I'm pretty busy, Mark. I will let you know. Probably next week I'd like to get together though, unless something comes up, because I may be coming if I end up coming into Trenton. Maybe. Joe Alba says, "Sign me up for a Ben Lab burst." You got it.
No, there you go, Ben. You can now set up your guitar business. Pin up all the guitars.
I go for that true Gibson burst, Terry, where you open the case and you see a beautiful cherry burst, and before you get out your phone to take a photo of it, it's already faded. Ooh. Johnny Love comments. There's an original mint condition Gibson Les Paul Custom 57 currently for sale in the UK for £90,000 on Reverb. Okay. So that'd be a 57 custom, which is could be 3 pickup, possibly only 2.
Yeah.
Which could still be 2 P90s too.
Yeah. That as well.
The black P90s. Yeah, I can see that.
3. He says 3 pickups.
3 pickup. Okay, so it's like an original Black Beauty. Yeah, worth it. I wouldn't doubt if the headstock's been broken and it's still worth that.
Hmm.
So, on that note, I don't know if I have anything else left tonight. Excuse me. I'm a little tired, folks. Been a long day. Been a long week, too. But possibly a soda pop video if I shoot one tomorrow. If not, we'll do 2 demos this week, an electric and an acoustic. Because I know I have those in the bank. Yeah, maybe we'll do an acoustic demo for Wednesday. There will be a video out this week for channel members and patrons, part of the new vlog series. That'll be out. I still haven't figured out what this week's topic for the vlog will be. I had one idea that didn't work out, so I'm going to work on something else there. I don't know. Possibly go to the Big Pour. I don't know. Oh, there's a pawn shop in Kingston. I wouldn't mind checking out. Could do another trip to Kingston. Smart Mammal may do a stream Wednesday night. There we go.
Oh my god, I just thought of a crazy one for you to do. The search for Glenn Fricker.
Oh, he's in Windsor. I know where he is. Windsor. I don't want to go to Windsor. I've lived in Windsor. I don't want to go back. What's up, lads? We're just wrapping things up.
But I'm just saying that'd be funny. Glenn! You know, all these videos of you going out looking for Glenn. Hey, are you Glenn? Who's Glenn?
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. That's all I got. Oh, NAS Canucks tomorrow night, assuming Doug is available. I know I said that last week and we didn't do a show, but my Aunt Shirley had to move. So we take care of family first.
Yeah.
Doug wasn't aware Aunt Shirley had to move that day, but apparently Aunt Shirley had to move. So I don't know. I didn't get into details. When someone says someone has to move, Terry, I'm just like, oh yeah, speaking of elevators. It was just like, change the subject. So on that note, he's been Trev. That's been Terry. I've been me. Y'all been y'all. Appreciate the members with the upgrades. Really does help along with things. More on that in the vlog series. And hold those doors open. I don't know. Let Bo in heavy in traffic. Sometimes he has to go and do stuff. But he'll be back. And you allow him to get back quicker if you let him in heavy in traffic. Just saying.
And watch out for Paul's cats.
Exactly. Watch out for Paul's cats. Because, Doug's wife is real. Happy tone chasing. Be good to each other. And, of course, just don't let her.
See you, Dale.
Hey Ben, if you really want your guitar to sound weird, get a 12-string pack of strings and then throw out the 6-string set and then take the high 6-string set and then drop that down to a B and put them on your 6-string guitar. Snort! I'm gonna eat pizza.